Huh. Yeah, there we go. I got everything. Yippee! Audio. We'll turn that audio in too. Good evening, everybody. We are here with our lovely Precinct 2 crew, and we're going to go over some quick announcements before we jump into tonight's session. First, big announcement. We are doing a special crossover extravaganza on August 31st at 7 p.m. Central, so our normal start time. That Sunday, we are going to be doing the Adelaide Montgomery and Jorah Balaam engagement ball, um, where we will be having players from both precincts 2 and 9 being able to mingle and interact and have kind of this fun big crossover episode. That one will be a longer episode with a break around the hour and a half mark. So we'll try to make sure we're jumping into that, getting that taken care of. Just because it is a longer session due to having more people. So I want to make sure that everybody has time. When that happens, we'll make sure we're making some more announcements and whatnot for some details regarding that going forward. The next Precinct 9 session following their combat will be on, what is this, August? I don't know, August 24th, which will be lovely. And we will still be having a normal Precinct 2 session on August 1st. So we will be getting both games on the 31st and the 1st. We're getting two back-to-back sessions for people. So lots of content coming out that kind of couple days for, Labor Day and that weekend. This is a live stream, so if you do decide to say hello in the chat, I will either message in the chat or wait, say something back to you, whatever. It is live. We also do have a Blue Sky and a TikTok. You can follow us at Nyxborough D&D. And if you like what you see and you want to support the channel, please feel free to like and subscribe and comment. Commenting actually is a huge boost to videos and stuff like that, even live streams. So I'm gonna jump back over and let them do a recap, and we'll get into tonight's session. Look at y'all. Y'all weren't talking random tonight.
We were waiting patiently.
A lot of times I come in and I get always like the weirdest half part of a conversation, and I always enjoy it because it's really funny 9 out of 10 times, whatever I stumble on. It's like,
Kiki was trying to server mute me.
Was trying to server mute.
Did they deserve to be server muted?
They did. They deserved
No,
it.
they didn't.
They deserved the spray bottle.
No, they didn't.
Anyways, let me just okay. So before we get into tonight's session, we need a recap of where we left off.
I gotcha. So we last week were recovering from a tense combat. The lieutenant revived the captain, experiencing a very strange and very violent recoil of her magic. But the captain is back and alive, regardless. Felice, Dimitri, and Miles, I believe, all went to the cells where they questioned a couple of the individuals captured, asked Detective Stonefist, who was in the process of questioning and processing those individuals, some questions regarding the attack. They learned that the Ebonwater Corsairs were tipped off that essentially, I think it was like their first mate or some kind of equivalent to that, is missing, and somebody with a description matching good old Drift Shadow tipped them off that they were here. And they also got word that several other precincts and some embassies were attacked at the same time.
And some prisons.
Basically all, and some prisons. Basically all the anti-teleportation was turned off, and there were bombs and shades and prison riots, and there were prisoners loose, and all hell is breaking loose in the city, and it's while they're learning all of this news, Wayland is checking out the bomb site and investigating exactly what happened with the bombing. He learns that whatever it is once again connected to his good old mentor, just like the Thread Factory bombing. Then we go over to Adelaide in the morgue, who, as expected, talks to the dead, asks them some cursory questions, trying to get an idea of their connection to Astral Drift. And then, of course, good old Astrael shows up, and she kind of challenges him a little bit. Also is kind of curious about what his magic, like what his intents and goals are, and he's like, oh, let me show you. And then reclaims every soul in the room that had Astral Drift in it and destroys all the bodies. So lots of destruction of evidence. And then Jorah shows up and punches Kale when he tries to stop him from getting to Adelaide. And then the party gets to meet Adelaide's fiance, and it's really cute and sweet, and she's really pissed because he ran 16 blocks injured. As we're talking about kind of what's going on and next steps, Jorah and Kale leave the room so that we can talk in more detail, particularly about the time mages that Miles brings up, and everything happening in the city as well. Miles suggests maybe protective custody for Adelaide, since one of the prisoners who tried to kill her may have escaped. And we also are suggested to go look into a particular time mage who went missing for something like 87 years and then came back, and their daughter might be in a cult, and it's all big and very complicated, but we'll see what we get from that today. And as we were talking about that, yes?
He was missing for 7 years, 80 years ago.
Yeah.
87 years
ago.
Oh,
I had the numbers together.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
He vanished 87 years ago, then came back 7 years later, so 80 years ago. He was gone for a couple of years, but also
regardless. Then the High Magister, who is like the highest non-elected official of the land, shows up to personally protect Adelaide, which is not terrifying at all. I think that's kind of where we ended.
Yeah. I forgot to kick Jorah out sooner.
Nah, it happens. He's fine. He's a government official, technically.
Who?
Jorah?
Sure, yeah.
He's a foreign diplomat.
Foreign official. He's a diplomat.
Hey. He's a foreign diplomat for trade affairs, so he's fine. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Yeah. Coming back into the scene, we see Jorah and Adelaide starting to move to the cars. If anybody wants to roll a insight check for me, I will allow this. This is in regard. I'll explain it after everybody rolls.
Okay, cool.
What's an 18?
24?
I got a 14. The one thing I'm good at.
4.
Cool. Anybody who rolled above, I'll say a 12, notices that the High Magister keeps looking at Kale for some reason. Like, there's definitely some awkward tension there. Kiki, you got a how much?
24.
Yeah, anybody who got above a 20 notices that Kale is also acting a little weird. And is kind of shifting where he stands. And you kind of, I think, Adelaide, you notice that it looks like the High Magister was starting to walk towards him, and he just turns and walks with you guys. Like he just turns and walks and joins Adelaide and Jorah at that point, and just fully ignores her.
Are you okay, Cal?
I mean, I got my neck slit earlier and blown up. I'd say I'm not doing great.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to Samir, and he'll be bringing Jorah's car around. I'll go see about getting a new vehicle and handling the cleanup of the old vehicle.
You should probably go to the hospital. You did die.
It's
Don't say fine. Don't. You can either go to the hospital or explain what your relationship with the High Magister is to me.
I'll go to the hospital.
Oh.
And Jorah just kind of raises an eyebrow between the two of you, and then you should probably go to the hospital, Kale. He just rolls them eyes. And he just, fine. And he starts moving down. I mean, there are still ambulances and other things like that, so he's just gonna walk down and get checked out by one of the EMTs. The High Magister, now that those three have kind of moved to the main atrium, the High Magister turns to the rest of you, and kind of, so you all have rest of the afternoon off. We'll get everything taken care of, so get some rest, do what you need to do. We'll see you back in a couple of days.
Miles will nod at that. And he goes, looks like you'll be busy for a while.
Yes, I'm always busy. Perks of the job. Do you have any questions or anything like that before I head out?
Adelaide, when will you be returning back to your manor?
Well, I'm going home now, I assume.
Good.
Yeah, we've got some magisters that are already en route, as well as some of the sentinels from the Luminar district that will also be on guard as well. There were some less than favorable prisoners who are still unaccounted for. But we will keep you all posted and informed as needed.
Will that list be made available?
Of the unsavory inmates?
Of the ones who are unaccounted for?
Yes, there will most likely be a bulletin going out later today, as well as we will be putting up posters and other things like that to add extra vigilance throughout the town, so that if anyone sees them, they can report them, and we can start figuring out where they are.
He'll just nod.
All right. Well, if there are no more questions, I will head out as I need to finalize some things for everything that just happened.
Have a good day.
She'll give a nod and she'll head out as well. You four that are staying back will handle Adelaide and Jorah in the car in a moment. What are you four planning to do with the rest of the day? Because you have the day off.
Now that is a question.
How far do I live from my parents?
From your parents, they're all the way in the gutter way. I mean, it's like a 2-hour-ish. I mean, it depends.
Okay.
Are you going by car? Are you going by Skyrail? Are you just walking?
Well, I don't think he's walking.
I'd say like 45 minutes car, an hour on the Skyrail, 2 hours hoofing it.
Okay. Hoofing it 2 hours is wild if it's an hour on the sky rail, but it's okay.
Hey, the
What is
stops
the
the stops
likelihood?
aren't great.
What is? Oh, I meant like that's really short. But it's fine. What are the chances that Miles has a vehicle? Like that would make sense, right?
Roll me a D100.
Oh, shit. I have 2 dice for that. I have to find them. Okay, that's a 10.
While Miles is doing that, is there
88.
88?
Yeah.
So my question for you is, I'll say yes, you have a vehicle. Do you want a hover bike or a hover car?
A car.
Okay. It's not a Prius, but it'd be a middle class kind of car.
Subaru.
A Subaru. Yeah. You have a Subaru.
A Subaru.
Yep. What about the other three? What are your plans?
I guess Dimitri will head home and finish up the gown.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love that.
Mhm.
Felix, do you want? Are you on?
Because I
Are you
don't
on like EMT triage helping?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that I do think that there are probably a lot of injured people that he needs to like help out.
Yeah, there's still a good chunk of people that are like hurt and battered and bruised. Hey, you just saw Kale go. Maybe you could go join him and join him to the hospital.
You're right. Yeah, he'll go with Kale.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The Felice and Kale adventures. I love it. I love it. Wayland.
I had to like jump in and out because shit was working.
All good,
Are
all
we
good.
going to the time age, or are we just like taking the afternoon?
I think people are taking the afternoon due to lack of health and skills and other things.
Okay. If no one is doing anything super important, I will just go to the lab.
Your lab or the other lab?
That yeah, my lab because I was
Okay.
like I would do the other option, but that's why I was like if we're trying to like get to the nighttime for Adelaide's meeting, then I'm not gonna take up time.
Okay. So we'll have you in the lab then working on stuff. So what we're gonna do, let's do a couple of real quick checks then. Um uh-huh. Uh Wayland, you're gonna go back into the lab. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is my perception? Let's find out. That is a 16.
16. Give me 1 second. I will say, like, when you enter back into the lab and stuff like that, you're uh, looking around and nothing looks out of place. Everything looks like where it was before. It seems like this was one of the few places. I mean, I will say, like, some of the stuff like got like shaken, so like there's a couple of like beakers that broke and stuff like that just from like the explosions.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, everything looks like where it was supposed to be.
I can't tell if the drugs are missing.
Nope, because I had Kiki roll, and that DC was a lot higher than the perception check you had. I mean, I guess that's the other thing too of like, are you like nothing when you first walk in, nothing looks amiss. But if you go straight if you go straight to like keep testing the drugs and stuff like that, you'll figure out pretty quickly that they're missing.
No, it's okay. I'll keep working. I'll keep the ruling, and I'll probably spend the afternoon working on my arcane heart just to make sure that it's good.
Yeah, yeah. Give me an Arcana.
Okay, that I'm much better at. Let's do
Yeah,
this. That's a 23.
23. There's during the afternoon, during this kind of downtime and stuff like that, you're working on everything, and I think thinking about also the bombs and stuff like that went off, both at the thread factory and now, and you're thinking about it and you're like, there's something weird going on with how it's holding the weave and like disrupting the weave in a way, and so you're kind of messing with it. Um, and I'd say with a 23, um, you kind of think to yourself, maybe they're cutting the weave and that's causing it to blow up. Like they're cutting it, containing it, and then releasing it.
Kind of like slicing an atom bomb, but delaying that
Yeah,
reaction.
basically a contained sliced atom bomb.
Okay. I think that makes me want to go visit my mentor even more. But again, I think knowing some like above table, knowing some other stuff, I'll wait until
Yeah,
tomorrow because she said that she'd see us in a few days.
sure, that works.
Cool.
That works. That'll work out great. Perfect. Adelaide. Uh, Samir drives in, long black car, the little flags for Zentara on the front to show that it is an embassy vehicle. Jorah opens the door for you to get in. And there's a moment where both of you are now inside this vehicle heading to the Montgomery estate. And it is quiet for the first time all morning. The soundproofing is quite good in this car. But I think there's kind of a moment where Jorah is just holding you. His arms just kind of protective bear hug almost. as you guys head towards the Montgomery estate, you have this moment.
What were you thinking? Why did you run through the city after your embassy was blown up?
Well, I heard that this was not the only attack. And I couldn't get in contact with Kale. So I ran through the city to find you to make sure you were okay.
But you were injured.
I think there's a moment where he kind of scoffs and he just, I've had, no, I've definitely not had worse. This was pretty bad.
It's not funny. You should have stayed and sought medical aid. You should have gone to the hospital.
Why would I go to the hospital to seek medical aid when I know that your hands can treat me perfectly?
That's not the point.
Damn, shoddy.
I know, but I needed to make sure that you were safe. I know that I kind of ran through an entire city to make sure, but I didn't want anything to happen to you. And again, with how many times
I know. I'm sorry.
you're still bruised from yesterday.
Yes, and we will handle it. The Magistars are on it. They will do their job and find him. Figure out who's behind all the bombings and the attacks. That's their job. That's the system. That's how it works. It'll be fine. I'm fine.
You're not. Adelaide, I've seen you fully over these years, and you can't keep protecting everyone else.
I can because I must. I'm a doctor. I'm supposed to help.
Well, let's try to take the night easy then. We'll get some rest. And we'll handle everything from there.
Okay. Yes, let's do that.
It just feels like a lot all at once.
I know. But like you said, we can't handle everything at once. We just have to take it one step at a time.
He looks at you. I am gonna need a deception check from you. As he is
And I
trying to read further into what you're talking about, into how what you're saying versus how you're looking, if that makes sense.
And I wasted my nat 20 on Wayland.
Wasted, putting that in air quotes.
17.
Wow.
How are your hands at the moment?
I think her hands are. If he has his arms around her, I think her hands are shaking in her lap, and she's kind of wringing them together, like the motion of rubbing her hands or washing her hands. She's just doing that in her lap.
He kind of separates and he just looks you seeing your hands shaking like that and bringing together, and he just, what happened?
I hurt people with my magic.
Adelaide, were they threatening you? Were they trying to hurt you? What?
People who attacked the precinct.
It was just self-defense.
I've never hurt anyone before. I'm a doctor. I swore an oath not to cause harm, and then I ripped their life from them and fed it into Dimitri.
Then you kind of see like one of his eyebrows goes up with that description of it, and then he just shakes his head slightly. He just, then you helped Dimitri, right?
At the cost of others.
Adelaide, I know that you're scared, but you're not. You're not going to turn into him. You were defending your people. That was a good action.
But using the it's not good to hurt anybody. It shouldn't feel good.
No. It's not that it should feel good or bad. You were simply defending your friends, your allies. You were helping them, right? Protecting them, making sure that any harm that was already caused to them
Of course. Yes, I was just helping. I'll be fine. I just need to rest.
Yes, I think we both do, honestly, but I have a sneaking suspicion your uncles and some others may have some questions, so we'll endure,
Yes.
get through it, and we'll sleep for maybe a day or two. Roll a medicine check, because you're close enough to him to kind of see everything.
22.
22. You notice that he's not sitting with his back fully to the chair. He's kind of leaned forward a bit. And if you look back a little bit, his entire back is basically scraped raw with rubble.
You need to go to the hospital.
I just need some rest.
No. When we get home, I'll treat you. I have my medical kit. I have sutures.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
take care of that.
Okay. I mean, you already pulled out a large chunk of rubble from his shoulder and stuff like that earlier. So, yeah, it's just more of his back had been scraped. It looks like he was thrown when the explosion went off. Just, we'll get home and we'll sort it out.
Did he run here shirtless?
No. It was the front of a shirt with the sleeves on. The back of the shirt, a little less.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. And I think with that, the car ride is quiet until the Montgomery estate arises just in the distance. Miles.
Yo, what's good?
As you're heading out to your Suba Owu, you get a message from Calfee? Say that right?
Yeah.
Calfee?
Yeah.
And it's simply just Malakota, are you okay? I heard that there was some attack at the precinct. Just, are you okay?
I'm okay, Cal. You should be in bed.
It's the middle of the day.
And you're not feeling well.
Yeah, well, I heard the news that there was some explosion at the precinct.
Well, you were my first call. Guess you beat me to it. I'm okay. I wasn't hurt.
Okay. Okay, and you hear a couple of coughs, for a moment, and then just, Mom got...
I'll talk to Mom and Dad.
Okay. They're... I mean, Mom's at work, and so is... I mean, they're both at work right now, so... But
I'll let them know not to worry so they don't hound you when they get home.
Yeah, I can already see that one coming.
It'll be okay. We're sorting it out at the precinct. It'll be taken care of. There's nothing to worry about.
Are you coming home tonight?
I am.
If you could hear nodding, that's more... God fucking damn it, Obia. Stop screaming at me. Oh, okay. I guess the stream went down for a second, but it's all good. My internet shot itself for a hot second.
Stream back.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I'll see you. I'll see you home tonight. Well, yeah.
I will bring dinner. Don't strain yourself making anything.
You hear like a pan slowly banging back onto like the cat on like to the wall. Fine.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you in a couple hours.
I'll
I'm
see you in a
excited.
bit. Me too.
And the,
Rest, cow.
no promises. And the sending ends.
Bruh.
What?
Nothing. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
That's his reaction.
Yeah, bro. As you head off through the streets of Nyxborough, Dimitri, you head back to your shop, start working on the gown. It's quiet today. There's not a lot of customers coming in and out. You're sitting there working on the dress. And then you hear it. Just subtly. The sound of scraping chains. Just slowly moving somewhere. It sounds far off. What do you do?
Dimitri is gonna like kind of pause. His hands are gonna shake. His vision blurs. He's gonna take a seat. And he's gonna try and get himself back together because he's looking up at this gown and there's like one light on in the back that's he's kind of like that's like giving this bright aura, almost like a spotlight to this light. And he really wants it to be good. He wants it to. So he's gonna try and put some of his anxiousness and use it to fuel his creativity. And if it is okay with Kiki, the player, I would like to put a put a chain motif in there, not a color, but like a patterning style.
Yes. Yes, that's fine. I will show you what the dress is. It already kind of has it, so that works.
All right, cool. And yeah, and
Yeah. It's definitely something though where I think there's a give me an insight check.
and insight. I rolled a 14.
Awesome. 14 is enough for you to recognize that the sounds of the chains are in your mind, not something that's coming from like outside. Like there's not someone like dragging a chain across outside.
Okay.
And then as you're kind of sitting there, you're adding that chain motif and everything like that, and kind of pushing your anxiety into this. A few hours go by that you don't hear the chain anymore. A few hours go by, and then you hear mumbling, like someone talking to themselves. Roll a perception check. Well, actually, I'll ask you this. Um, are you trying to listen to what they're saying, or are you trying to ignore it?
1 second.
Do you want me to go to someone else? We'll come back to you.
I want to listen in.
You want to listen in? Hell yeah! Give me that perception check. Give me. I wanna see what you got. What you got? Damn! I ain't. You listen, you kind of focus your mind trying to hear what that voice is saying. That eerily familiar voice that already pushed into your mind once. They just they seem to be repeating the same thing over and over again. They won't fail this time. They won't fail this time. They can't fail this time. Not again. It will be perfect in every way. And I will
Can you?
make. Let me just give you one last thing, and then you can react. I will make sure that she knows just what a mistake she has made. And then the voice stops. And you can't hear them anymore. What would you like to do? I know.
Sorry.
All
Sorry.
good. All
I got
good.
it.
All good. It
Then,
happened.
okay. So, I kind of wanted a retelling of that because I couldn't hear everything together.
Yeah. One, kind of the point. It was far away. It sounded far away. So what they were kind of saying over and over was, they cannot fail. They won't fail. They won't fail. They cannot fail. They will get it right this time. She has made a mistake, and she will learn from that mistake. More or less.
Okay.
No specifics, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing.
it seems like somehow, some way, you are able to listen in on Astrael.
Oh, sick. All right.
The door opened both ways.
Is that sick or scary?
Porque no los
now,
dos.
Now that's not sick. I was like, oh, sick. Before the door opens both ways. Fuck! Like, oh, that's how that went.
Hey, that's what happens. That's what remember that intelligence saving throw that you failed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So do I get the?
It'll be
Do I
random.
get? Like, do I get the idea that they can? That they?
They don't know that you know. It's kind of a weird thing of they don't realize that you can hear them.
But I do get it that they can hear me at all times. That they have.
No.
I hear me.
No, it's more like honestly the best way to describe this is like a window flapping in the wind where every once in a while it catches open and you can hear them on the other side and then it'll close and then it'll flap open again.
Okay.
But you don't
Okay.
I will say also like you don't know if it goes both ways. But at least for the time being, you can hear them. Not
And
like a barn window. I might be too country for this.
nope. Understood.
I know what you meant. Like the sideways windows too.
Yeah. They like flap in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how the rest of your night goes.
Yep.
Felice. Kale is thrown in an ambulance and you hop in with him and are heading to the hospital to help out, and I'll kind of say like open this up for if you wanted to chat with Kale on the ride to the hospital.
I imagine like it's quiet, probably, aside from people just like they're taking
Grunts,
calls
yeah.
of like or communicating with what's happening around the city. Car, probably.
Mm-hmm. Milwaukee's kind of always one off.
Yeah. He's just gonna like try make conversation, but it's just not quiet and boring and concerning trip to the hospital. So, mind what your name was again?
Yeah, my name's Kale. Kael.
Ah, like the never mind. It's nice to meet you. Again,
Not,
I'm Bailey.
not like the plant. The L and the E are different. Do you need
Really?
last name as well for the form?
I need a last name. Or yes, I do. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah, I do.
it's Nar, Nar.
Okay, Kale Nar. All right.
Nar. Sorry, screw my own NPCs up. It's fine. Oh no.
How exactly did you? What happened again with you and being so badly injured before?
Yeah. So, I was parking the car. I was parking Miss Montgomery's vehicle as her current driver is on paternity leave, and after I had done that, I was taking a moment, and then someone broke the window and dragged a knife across my neck, and he kind of like pulls down his shirt a little bit, and you can see just this giant blade scar at this point that goes across his neck. But I'm a sorcerer that has I don't know how to put this without it sounding weird. I have like phoenix blood as like part of my sorcerer origin. I theorized that it would allow me to come back potentially. But this was the first time that it was allowed to happen in practice.
Okay, that is concerning. Um, the you getting stabbed part, not the phoenix blood. Let's see. Huh. Well, I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, me too. Would have been a bit awkward to die on my first day. But no, instead I've just
It's your first
ruined
day?
the car. For, like I said, it's my first day as the driver for Miss Montgomery.
Right, right.
Do you need paperwork regarding that? I have a sneaking suspicion I could get that sent over if I don't know why. Maybe like for like health reasons. I don't know why you would need that. I'm rambling. You
It's okay. I should double check my handbook.
yeah. Yeah, that's
It's been
fine.
a while since I've been in one of these, having to ask questions about,
It does help. I'm also a healer, so I get it.
I noticed. Right. Thanks again for earlier. That was really helpful
Yeah, no.
for that.
One of those fun parts about that is healing magic with flame magic. It's a weird combo, but it worked out and it helped.
Yeah. I don't know what we would have done without you. I mean,
You,
Dimitri probably would have hit into the floor a few times.
I mean, you didn't have. I only showed up at the end, and honestly, I might have screwed it up more.
No. No, I think that was a good thing. That bomb really took out Miss Adelaide. Quite a shock.
Yes, that's putting it lightly. Just another thing that I messed up today. It's fine. Um,
Hey, I want to. Sorry, I'm supposed to be good at this. Don't beat yourself up about this. It really wasn't something any of us could predict. It just sort of happened. Yeah,
yeah, I, I understand that. It wasn't like I was.
I think you did great. If that helps any.
Thank you. Felice, I believe.
Yes, Felice not.
Oh, nice name.
Hey, my parents gave it to me.
Well, I'd like to say that my parents gave me mine, but that would be lying. The orphanage gave me mine.
Oh,
Just
Sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. Um, there shouldn't be a problem regarding the last name. That was changed a couple years back, but if there is, I'll. Sometimes those papers don't change easily. Um, if you want for the last name, put down Vorn as well.
He's gonna do like a what's it called, a forward slash, or was it that? Yeah, forward slash Nor. Wait, Thor. Wait, what was it?
Vorn, Vorn.
Vorn. Vorn.
Yeah, like
Okay.
High Magister Ileana Vorn.
Right. Yeah. Hold on. um. Okay. 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 Um. You don't say. All right. He just starts whistling. uh,
Yeah, it was weird seeing my mom earlier, but I haven't seen her in like 12 years, 13 years, so it's fine. We're not on
do
speaking
you
terms.
y'all not communicate with each other?
I ran away when I was 18, so
Oh,
she adopted me when I was like 14, and I had a tendency of running away, or running around town. It was much more freeing, but she wanted me to join the Sentinels and all this stuff, and that was just not my cup of tea. I wanted to be a healer, and here we are.
okay. I don't really know her all too well. But from what I'm hearing, it sounded like you were, trapped, maybe?
Yeah, kind of an idea. That makes sense. Wasn't feeling like I was able to do what I needed to. But now I'm all grown up, so we're adults. We can figure it out.
Yep.
How much longer?
Well, they
is
never
this
tell you how
ambulance?
hard it really is.
Growing up?
Yeah, I remember when I first left home. It was quite hard. You see, I grew up in like the middle of nowhere. It's not in the middle of nowhere, just like next to the city, but like in the outskirts.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have any cash on me, so I kind of slept in someone's garden. They let me sleep there for a while.
That's nice of them.
Yeah.
Let me think. Weirdest spot I slept. There was this old, like, there was this bridge that used to run out by the docks, and there was this like bench that was there, and I'll be honest, a lot of the homeless people all fought for it because it was one of the few places you could like lay down, that was like off the ground,
Um,
and I managed to get it one night, and watching the city continuing to bustle and the lights and everything, all while just hearing the laps of water and other things like that, was just it was definitely magical. It was definitely not something I expected from this dingy town.
That's nice.
Yeah, well, and
Speaking of dingy, did you ever notice the smell?
you can feel the ambulance starting to slow down as it's getting to the
Oh,
hospital. The smell?
yeah, it's really suffocating, kind of like the smell of
Have you,
gas and
have you been to the Market Heights?
smog and Market Heights. I don't think so.
The
Not yet, anyway.
oh, maybe I'll take you one of these days. We'll go over. There's a bunch of they have like a bazaar that's filled with like street foods and various herbs and spices, and honestly, your nose will be crammed with so many different scents and flavors for a while that nothing will smell the same after.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, yeah, we can do that. Maybe you could invite some of the other people there, and we'll go together.
Yeah.
Back doors open at that point. People start wheeling out. Kind of hops out, and he's able to walk, so he'll walk in and start getting all of that information taken down and whatnot, and he gets taken to get treated as you set up triage to help with the overflow. Go ahead, give me a medicine check for your
Medicine.
for your performance for the rest of the evening while you're helping
All
out.
right, jump scare.
Baby.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay.
That's what I like to see. Natural 20 for 25 medicine. Felice, tell me how you kick absolute ass tonight.
Okay, I think he after Kayla just brought inside, he cracks his neck and his knuckles, and he's like, "All right, let's do this." And when they're setting up, he's just telling everybody, "Okay, I need some bandages, some what is it called? Like alcohol to clean the wounds, maybe some of those more beds for people who are can't." He's just helping lead the operation while not also not being a lead. Somehow he's just he's in his element. And I imagine he would also use some of his magic, like some good berries, to help people feel better. And for those who have to stay behind so that they don't have to, worry about food for those people, save their rations, not rations, but resources for later. And I'll just remove all of my first level spell slots.
Yeah, go ahead and mark that off as you you work and help out, and I think by the end of it, the head doctor is trying to get you to work here full time, wanting to set you up with tenancy here, and is can you stay, can you please
No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's
you're I already have a job,
I gotta
stop
be
it.
yeah, I already got a job.
And you don't want to be 3 days on, 48, 72 hours on, 72 hours off kind of a thing.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Awesome. We'll pivot over to Wayland. As you're working through all of this, kind of piecing together that arcane thread theory and whatnot. You do get ascending from your teacher, basically. As she just kind of goes, just wanted to check in. I heard that there was something that happened at the precinct. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Some people aren't. I think the chief is alive, so that's a bonus.
That's definitely a plus.
Yeah, but strange thing. I kind of found your handiwork at the explosion here. Do you know how that got there?
My handiwork. I don't make explosives. How would I have had handiwork at an explosives? We make arcane cores.
I mean, like, I don't think like you did this, but have you had any, I don't know, disgruntled apprentices besides me? Not that I'm disgruntled. I mean, I'm just like your apprentice, but like, have there been other ones that may or may not have been disgruntled or like secretive?
No, I mean, since I started working at Magitech, there hasn't. I mean, maybe one of the employees here was starting to be problem child, but I don't.
Was starting? Like, he
Yeah.
left?
No, they're still working here. I mean, we talked with them, and they seem to like pull back a lot on it. Um, um, if you want, you can look into her.
Yeah, I might just do that. I mean, not a lot of people I think know your signatures and your handiwork, so it's weird that I found it at like two different explosions, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would definitely be weirder. Um, yeah, her name is Hana Arakai, or Araki. Sorry.
Um, okay, I'll try and look her up in the police database, see if she's got some kind of record. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
there's nothing like weird about her. She's not like,
Really
I don't
intelligent.
know, like you
Seemed
guys like
to.
investigated her at work, sure that everything was clean and
Yeah, I mean everything checked out. She had honestly it it was almost too clean, if that makes sense.
that makes perfect sense.
Like even between you and I, we're not spotless. But
Almost like she was made to fit the role.
a little bit, a little bit.
Any sort of like descriptors on her in case this is like a fake name and her identity or
Yeah.
anything?
Taller woman. I believe Elvin. She's. I don't want to be racist, but she's got the pointed ears. Um, it's also, this might sound really mean. It's a really bad box blonde.
Ugh,
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
Almost like where the dye sinks in and you're like, is that natural or is it just from like the box? Like, has it been
Yeah,
too
yeah,
long?
how much like
Yeah.
you're trying to figure out if it's like yellow or blonde, but you're not 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like bleach, like it's
Yeah, no, like
fried.
definitely did it at home in the sink and
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. She's got like light green eyes, and a beauty mark, on the left part of her cheek.
Not to sound too ungirl bossy, but that sounds a little too perfect. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like you got to be a little messy in this field. You gotta
Also
gotta
she's
get
like
down in there.
kind of curvy too. Like it's a little too on the nose.
Okay, well, I'll look her up in the system and I'll see if I can find something. I mean,
I'll keep an eye
going.
out
Yeah,
on her.
yeah. Okay, but like, I know that we said it's like a bad dye job, but like, can you see her roots? Like, what her actual hair color would be if it wasn't dyed? Or does she keep it like upkeep all the time so you couldn't tell?
There was like one day where she came in and it was pretty bad. I think it's black.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
definitely a
All right.
darker. It's definitely a darker color. There was one day that she came in and it looked like it hadn't been touched up quite yet.
Okay. I'll look at that and maybe her eyebrows too, because people who tend to dye
No, she
their
dyes her
hair super
eyebrows.
blonde. Oh, that's so weird looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's the worst part. She dyes her eyebrows and then goes back over with eyebrow makeup.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I'll look out for her in the database, and if it's a fake name, I'll see what else I can find up about
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
But if you happen to, if I come across any more of these
100%. Talk to me.
explosions,
Talk to me about it, and we'll.
yeah, I'll reach out to you, and if you see her do anything weird or suspicious, let me know.
For sure. I'll submit a police report that. Do you want me to send you one of the prototypes over to use as like evidence, so you can see how it's built to see what's wrong with it?
Yeah, that would be really good, actually, especially considering this thing is linked to like a
Multiple
soul-eating
explosions, and I
god
really
person.
don't want to get arrested. Yeah.
That too.
Okay. I'll send one over tomorrow. Or if you want to stop by, you can also pick one up.
Yeah, I'll see if I can stop by tomorrow, and I'll see what I can find out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Stop by tomorrow. I'll have one. I'll have one ready. I'll have my assistant help me out with that. He's been doing great though.
Well, good. I'm glad it's working out. Super grateful that you work at that company
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that,
No. Yeah. No.
yeah,
Yeah. No.
yeah,
Kaido's
they
great.
good, good. I can't wait to meet him tomorrow. I've got a phone. I got another call. I got to, but I appreciate you reaching out.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
And then after she hangs up, I'm going to reach out to Dimitri and hey, Dimitri, are you busy? Okay, maybe he's in the bathroom. It's
Is
fine.
he crashing
I'll call him
out?
later.
I'm not busy. Yeah, my hit it too because I was literally thinking, yo, Dimitri needs to get up with Waylon. So it's the connect, the chemistry is there, but he's gonna go, Waylon, how may I help you this evening?
I was wondering if you could do me a favor if it's not like too much to ask.
No, I could use the distraction.
Okay, it's okay. So like, none of us are invited to Adelaide's like engagement party or anything, but I want to be prepared in case we ever do get invited. And I
Wait,
don't have
wait. You
anything
guys all
nice
are
to
invited.
wear. I didn't get an invite. It's not in my hand. It's not on my desk. Anyways, Sorry, that was me talking to the wind.
Adelaide breaks into the call. The fuck you mean?
So I just want to be prepared, and I have nothing nice to wear outside this jacket that I wear to work. So I was wondering if you could make something for me. I can pay you. Like it's okay. I just was wondering if you'd be able to do something like that for me.
I absolutely could. This will make for a splendid, excellent excursion on my part.
I know it's
As a
coming
matter
up
of fact,
soon.
I feel invigorated. I feel I might do this for the entire party.
Sweet. I know it's coming up soon. I don't know if you like need measurements. I don't know if you can just be like, oh yeah, I know he's this tall and blah blah blah. And like I don't know how that works.
Will I see you tomorrow?
Sounds good. I will see you tomorrow. I have another
Oh
thing
no,
to do tomorrow
that was
too.
a question.
So like,
That was a question. He was asking
oh
if he'll see you tomorrow.
yeah, I mean I could do tomorrow. I can come over later. Whatever works better for your schedule. I just also have something else to do tomorrow. So tomorrow I don't know what time it would be. But yeah, no, I could do that.
If you would like some company, I wouldn't mind accompanying you, being that company.
Yeah, yeah. It's just gonna go see my mentor who works at Magitech.
Great. It's been a while, and since I've conversed with a creator that I respected, you and your mentor, Shao, are absolutely the company I'd like to be a part of at this moment. If that's okay.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. Okay, so I'll meet you at your place tomorrow, and then from there we can go to Magitech.
And everyone else,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess
I
we'd call them.
I have to wait until Felice comes in. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just look up your address in the database. Cool, got it.
The database. Click. Like,
Yeah, you know, HR, they really just set their passwords to like 0001.
Yeah.
That's super safe. I don't ever recommend it, but you know, Sandra Lee is just while she's a doll.
You got real robot at
Also
the
like
end
A's.
there. But
My eardrums.
yeah, you peaked there a little bit. I don't know if your internet's not doing great or something, but you got a little robot-y.
Said that well, Miss Sandra Lee over in HR is like really really nice, but she's super old. You know how old people are with their passwords.
Yeah, there it is. Perfect.
Oh, it's fine.
Awesome. Yeah. We'll pull out of that scene and we will go over to Miles as you kind of pull up to your humble abode.
With food.
With food. What did you pick up?
With food.
What did you grab?
Takeout.
Give me a genre. Give me a genre of food. I feel like that makes sense. If I ask for like a genre,
Yeah,
like,
takeout.
it's not
Chinese.
Chinese. Cool.
There we go.
You hit up the Market Heights. There's a there's a couple of like Chinese equivalent Valmyran like places run by like there's like a Triton that runs it. And you know, steamed rice, chicken, all the different flavors, everything like that, all wok hay with vegetables and a big old thing of like egg drop soup and maybe some like wonton soup as well. That's like chicken broth, so it's much like heartier for your sibling. As you enter and you come into your house and you are greeted by your sibling. I'm gonna do something a little weird. Can you describe what your sibling looks like?
I knew you were gonna do this to me. Okay, they are. Oh, I should probably describe what Miles looks like.
Yeah, a little bit of 2-for-1 special here, as you're not Miles.
Yeah. Okay, so starting with that, in walks this red tiefling who stands at I think I chose like 5'9" or something. I'll find it. 5'8", 5'9", something like that. And he has the most like stereotypical devil horns that like go up and fade to black as they get closer to the tips. He has this unnaturally long tail. It's kind of like chilling around his neck like a scarf right now, I guess. And like this wavy black hair and these purple eyes. I think that was a decent description. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. His sibling is like a more diluted red. Their hair is also black. Their eyes, I didn't decide a color. And they're like 5'3". And they have an undercut, but their hair is down right now and it's about to their shoulders. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Yay!
As you walk in and they kind of look at you, and they just, oh, you brought the good stuff. Let's go.
I did. They were open. I thought I'd treat you. Drink your broth.
They're kind of like happy dancing and like slowly moving forward and then like grabbing the bags out and like setting it on the table. How would you describe this home? in
Oh my god, it's
regards
so
to-
shitty and small.
Yeah, it
It's
is squalor.
yeah. It's as clean as it can be, but also seems very lived in. Plenty of stains probably. I don't know if I trust the foundation, but you know, it's fine.
It's fine. It's the gutter
It's
way.
fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
You didn't have to say it like that. And yeah, it's small. It's probably 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's a little
Yeah.
one. It's a little one. As you kind of walk in and set the food down and everything like that, your sibling kind of looks at you.
once the food is out of his hands,
Mm-hmm.
first thing he does is hug Kelfie. So
Roll me a perception check.
I'll cry. What's my plus? I actually have it up because I'm so smart this time. 21.
21.
21.
There's a moment when you're looking at them that you swear you see golden flecks in their eyes. And then after a second, they kind of like shift and there's nothing. It wasn't there. It was just a trick of the light. As they hug you back and they just, thank you again for coming. This is, oh, you know how home is. We did you hear about the whole like astral drift thing that's been going on?
Are their parents home?
No.
Okay. He kind of raises an eyebrow and he goes, "What about astral drift, Calfee?"
Well, you know, the healer, she's like down the way a little bit. She's been helping.
Which
This-
healer?
This is when DM is trying to remember. Did we decide on one? I don't remember. I feel
It's
like we
not
did.
Lyra. We have a Lyra and a Lyra.
We do. Totally
Yeah.
not screwing us over in that department. Ugh. I don't have it written down. Ooh, give me 1 second. I know it's on my NPC list. That's why we have the search function.
What part of the city do I live in again?
That you live in or that they live in?
That I live in. That Miles lives in.
Apparently the kind with the shitty apartment.
I guess that is kind of a question of like how far away do you want to be? Because I mean, like you could just live in Iron Heights, which is where Precinct 2 is.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Um, was it Kiwi? It might have been Kiwi.
For the healer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You went to see Kiwi. Cal. I told you to go see Lyra.
She was closer. It was a couple of days ago, mind you, but she had been talking about this astral drift stuff. She said that she had gotten her hand on some of it. It didn't affect her. There were no. She's like, there's no side effects, but I didn't take any. Okay. But-
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
My computer's lagging. I have this on my phone. 19. I can do math.
19.
Yep.
They're telling the truth when they say that they did not take any.
Okay.
However, they are definitely choosing their words carefully.
Did you take anything else?
No, I didn't take anything else that wasn't
Did you
prescribed.
consume anything?
No, I did not consume anything.
Don't end me right now, Cal. Don't take astral drift.
It's been down here for like 3 years. What do you mean?
Cal, you know I wouldn't tell you anything to hurt you. I need you to promise me you won't take it. And he's like holding their shoulders now.
Fine. Let go of me for a second then.
And he does. He lets go.
They kind of walk back and they kind of go back into their room. You hear some like scraping around. And they walk back out with a little kind of sack. They open it up. You see 4 orbs of astral drift in it. Just, do you want to?
He'll take it.
Yeah, just you. Look, I won't take them. Look, I've dealt with other stuff already. Don't get me wrong. Dealt with Eben, I've dealt with Eben Hayes and stuff like that. Like, I'm not doing anything more. Done with the Dusk Flower, done with the Night's Veil.
You should see a city doctor. It's not in a
What, are
better
you gonna
way.
pay for that?
You know, I just might.
Might not be a bad. That might not be a bad idea. It just, Mom and Dad can't afford that.
That's okay. Mom and Dad won't have to worry about it. I can talk to some people. And once you're done with school, like I promised, you can come stay with me.
Yeah, I've been studying real hard here. Kind of noticed that there's some papers on the table and stuff like that. Past exams and whatnot from college.
Can I see any of their grades? Is anything graded?
Yeah. They are a C average student.
Okay.
They're hitting that.
C's
They're
get
hitting that
degrees.
C average, and they are coasting on that.
C's get degrees.
C's get degrees. That's what
Yeah.
you told me.
That I did. You're smart, Cal.
I know. My body isn't all there. That's been the hardest part. But I learned some stuff and working on some inventions and ideas that I have, and we'll get it taken care of and get out of here. And we'll take care of Mom and Dad, and it'll be perfect. It'll be fine.
Exactly. And you can tell me about some of those inventions over dinner. And he's gonna start sorting out the takeout.
Wonderful.
We're not waiting for parents. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that. We are
Fuck that
hungry.
shit.
Yeah, and you enjoy a lovely dinner with your sibling as we pull away and we throw it over to Adelaide as you all have entered the Montgomery estate. The guards and not necessarily the guards, but you are seeing a lot of the helpers that you guys have for the estate are running around a bit frantic just because there's so many extra people here all of a sudden, with the magisters and just kind of everything that's going on. You see various sentinels as well setting things up. You see a couple of them are starting to place ruined objects around the entire perimeter of the estate. As Jorah helps you out of the car and into your home.
She's going to take his hand and just immediately walk in with a purpose, nodding to the guards. And as she gets inside, she's going to look for her uncles. And if she sees them, does she see them?
Yes. You see Jacques and Laverne, and the moment they spot you, they run and just bear hug you.
All right, kitchen now, everyone.
Oh, okay. Are you okay? No, you okay?
No,
Kitchen. We're going to the
yes,
kitchen,
yes.
love. As they are not arguing with you in that moment, as you walk/drag Jorah behind you, and the soiree, with your uncles as well. Heading into the kitchen. The cook, seeing you all enter, looks and just goes, I don't get paid for this. He's just, I'm going to go take a break. And he walks out the back door.
She's going to point at the, island table and just say, sit, to Jorah.
Yes,
and take
ma'am.
off your shirt. And she's going to grab her medical kit.
Pulls the shirt off, everything like that. Roll me a medicine check. With advantage, because you've already looked at it.
Yeah, because I'm using the I'm also using the medical kit, so I have advantage anyways.
Yeah.
Why did I close that? +9, 23.
23. It'll take you a couple of minutes, but you should be able to get everything cleaned up pretty badly. A lot of it looked like it was more. It just needs to be cleaned over necessarily actual like damage to the skin, if that makes sense. He's gonna have a good sized
Yes.
bruise, but external wise, not a lot of cuts that were deep.
So as she's focused, because she's working and she's cleaning his back,
Yeah.
she's gonna focus on that and not look up as she tells her uncles. You should know. I'm sure you already heard the precinct and the embassy were attacked. There was a prison break as well. You should also know that I did go and see Ronan yesterday, and he did try to kill me. So he's likely, if he is out, I don't know that I am in his good graces currently, but that's why we have the security, and we will all be fine here as long as we stay within the wards and listen to the officers.
I think there's a moment where Laverne, hearing all of that, it just kind of like stumbles backwards a little bit because you just hit him with so much information. Jacques kind of like steadies him for a second, and then he turns and he just. So, you saw Ronan yesterday. Then both
Yes.
the precinct, the embassy, kind of gesturing at Jorah when he says that, and the prisons were all attacked. And now Ronan's out.
It wasn't just our precinct, and it wasn't just his embassy. Arendor's Haven was attacked as well, and Precinct 9, and I list the others that I don't know off the top of my head.
4 and 6, I think, were the other two.
4 and 6.
Yeah. As well as there was a prison in the Glum quarters that also was attacked. There were
Yeah,
multiple
list it
prisons
off.
and- yeah. They kind of that. I mean, it sounds so random. Like,
I don't know.
all right, well, you're here, which is good, and you're safe, and you're okay-ish. You don't look amazing.
Thank you.
Have you been looked at?
I'm fine.
That's
I'm
not an
just-
answer to my question. Have you been looked at?
No, I have not.
When you're done with Jorah, I will take a look at you, okay?
And as she finishes up with Jorah, she's going to pull out a healing potion and just say, I know you don't like this, but you may have internal bleeding that I can't tell, and blast injuries are impossible to treat.
Yeah,
This is how we treat it.
that's fine. I trust you more than I trust that. And he'll take it
Then
and
take it.
drink it. Laverne finally kind of catches his breath, I think. It kind of looks at you for a moment and he just, okay, silver lining. You're okay, and you're here, and there's a lot of very powerful people here. Did I hear right? I kind of heard some of them talking earlier. The High Magister is coming?
Yes, apparently she's coming to guard me personally, which seems strange.
Well, honestly, with the engagement talk, plus the whole situation now with Ronan, and like you said, there were a lot of attacks on a lot of different places. It's probably due to the family name.
Yes, that's probably it.
I don't think there was anyone else of I don't mean this to sound rude, but there were not a lot of others that were of high regard that were in this attack today. Arendor's Haven, I mean, they haven't had dignitaries there for what, a month or two? Yeah, it's just their
What?
normal staff. No one was there.
Interesting.
And of course, with our lovely Zintaran diplomat here, and he kind of like sets the potion down and just kind of gives like a smirk wave at that. I mean, there was always a chance that he wouldn't have been here today. He could have been traveling for all they knew, and I know that there's a couple other Zintaran diplomats that were here, but nobody. I don't mean to sound rude, but nobody of note.
So, so I'm the only one of, as you said, note who was attacked intentionally?
Or at least was in the crossfire.
Huh. Well,
Collateral.
I suppose that's for the detectives to determine.
Right. And I mean, if they're sending magisters at this, they'll have answers pretty quickly. They're usually pretty good at their jobs.
One can hope. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the city, but
There's a soft knock on the kitchen door.
come in.
Entering is the High Magister. Hi, sorry, I heard all of the important people were in this room, so wanted to come in.
Yes. Hi, Magister. Thank you.
High Magister Leon of Warren, does the pleasantries with Laverne and Jock. Kind of looks between each of you, and she will be set up here soon. We're putting up a barrier that should be able to help with coming in and out and knowing who's here and who's not. So we'll be able to, if anybody tries anything that they're not supposed to tonight, we'll know. But we should have that set up, and it'll take a little bit. We've got guards stationed for the time being, and they're going to be staying overnight.
I do have a question, and I mean no disrespect to you, and I'm grateful for your presence, but is not your time spent more usefully investigating the attackings, tracking down the bombers? Why are you guarding me?
Do you want the simple answer or the political answer?
Why don't we do both, but we can start with simple?
The simple answer is everything is so hot off the press at the moment that keeping you protected was the number one priority. With the announcement of your engagement, as well as the now situation where you've both been attacked, it seems like there may have been someone targeting you. Now, the reason I'm not out there investigating it is because, honestly, the Magisters, that's what they do. That's their job. They are going to find who did this and figure out what is going on. Once they do, they will report it to me, and then judgment will go from there. The political answer is because the Circle of Spheres asked me to do this.
Oh.
I believe one of them invested in your hospital.
The research facility, yes.
Yes, so they were making sure that their asset was protected.
Of course they were. That makes sense.
Also, it wasn't just them. I want to make sure I have this right. I think it was Starweaver. He was the one. Yeah. Lear Starweaver was, of course, with your donations and stuff like that. Also, Belric Thane was really interested in making sure that you were safe and everything like that. I know that the Thanes have a lot of power in the city, so it made sense that they wanted to make sure. Jorah kind of raises an eyebrow at that, and he just, I mean, Belloc Thane and I go back a couple of years, just from galas and whatnot. I mean, we're on good terms, but I wouldn't consider us on this good of terms. Well, he wanted to make sure that you were safe.
Interesting. Well, I suppose we should appreciate the council's efforts, right?
Right, of course. Also, I'm only one woman.
One very powerful woman. You would not have that position if you were not so.
Right. But the reason I'm in this position is because I know what my job is, and I follow it.
All right.
If you need me, I will be outside. We have a little... We're setting up a tower, one of the wizard towers, out front.
Okay.
But it'll... Dimensional space, it won't take up much more, and we'll get it taken care of. But we'll be inside the perimeter. We've got a set of guards that are coming in a few hours to change out and everything like that, but I will leave you all to get some rest. And then she will turn and leave.
Okay. Right. Rest.
Dinner, do you want it
No, I can't eat.
down? That's fine. And like as they're like about to say something, Jorah stands, turns around, picks you up, and just goes, "Just send it to the room," and walks off with you scooped over his shoulder, up to the bedroom. At that point,
Okay.
yeah, a few hours pass. Jorah passed out pretty quickly thereafter, getting kind of cleaned up, and then took a shower and then just passed out in the bed. As midnight approaches and your meeting with Monarch quickly is coming up. There's a moment of kind of realizing they're setting up stuff to be notified if anybody breaks anything like that.
Yeah. So she's gonna go to her desk and pull out some sending stones.
Okay.
And then she's gonna go on the balcony and just kind of scan the night, looking for any flashes of movement, fairy wings, anything out there in the dark.
Give me a perception check. With
What was it?
it's not even with the disadvantage. There's enough bright lights around. I'd say you'd be able to see.
Being a little baby human.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, yeah,
It's
you
not
don't
bad.
see
That's a 21.
21. 21's good enough that as you're like scanning, you actually spot in the tree branch a flash of red that quickly like darts and hides into the branches above of that tree that's off on the hill.
She keeps her eyes focused on where she thought she saw the red, and then she holds out her hand with one of the sending stones, and it's almost like the bones in her hand begin to glow that sickly iodine orange that her magic is, and then the skeleton hand rises up out of it, lifting the stone in the air as she casts Mage Hand.
Okay.
And she kind of stares into the distance at whatever that flash of red was, and then looks up and then looks back, kind of flicking her eyes up. to try and be
God,
like,
yeah.
if you want this, we're gonna do a flyby.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh gosh.
DC 10 to see if you can mathematically figure out the angle
12.
you need. Hey, 12 is enough. You are able to take the mage hand and
Yeet.
goes through the air. You lose it. You lose sight of it in the dark, and then you can see the rustling of the leaves as it like finds purchase in it. And then a second later you hear on the sending stone a sharp voice, "You hit me in the head," as Monarch uses the sending stone.
Well, I had to speak to you somehow, and you're clearly not getting closer with all the guards.
Yeah, what? I was not expecting this level of... Yeah, what the hell?
Apparently, the council has taken an interest in my safety.
Of course they do. They all are about safety. The fucking stupid ass. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to tell you. So, you know, astral drift stuff.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Yeah, so it's been in the gutterway for like 3 years now. But it hasn't been the way that it is. I think that they were originally testing them on people in the gutterway.
That would make sense. You would need a test base for that.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna have you meet Abby, but she, I couldn't sneak her in with all of this.
Of course.
But
We have the stone now, if that works.
yeah, well, yeah, that'll work. Well, she can't talk. It's fine. Have you figured out like what the side effect is? Because nothing is ever this good.
Yes. I know what I need to do. It can be cured, it can be fixed, but the magic doesn't exist yet. I need to find it. I need to create magic that touches the soul. Soulmancy.
Cool. You need to make magic. That doesn't sound like it's... You sound crazy, and...
It's not crazy. Necromancy didn't always exist, neither did chronergy, or... It's all about discovering
I
that
know.
type of connection. It's possible to heal them. But if I can't figure this out, if no one figures this out, those who took astral drift, their souls are marked.
Right. Okay. But they're marked for what? Like they're tagged like a cow, like cattle? Like what do you mean?
Marked for reclamation by Astrael.
If I had a nickel for every time somebody brought that name up today, I'd have 2 nickels.
Well, you can believe me or not, but I've spoken with him quite frequently, and he is
No, I believe
voracious.
you. That's the worst part. I ran into some white-robed woman who was saying crazy things earlier today. I ignored her and went the other direction.
Oh, Monarchy.
What?
She is dangerous. Oh wait, no, I don't know that yet. We don't have the.
You don't have
Ignore
that.
that.
You don't have that shit. Yeah.
We don't have that.
I mean, she was. I saw her over in the Gloam Quarter. I was checking on Livy.
Livy.
Anyways,
Monarch. Livy.
it's just a friend. It's just their nickname.
In the Gloam Quarter.
Yes, why
And
are
you
you
addressed
repeating
me
what I'm
with
saying?
familiarity.
What are you... Yes, Miss Montgomery.
Monarch. Lavinia Felithrin.
Why do you know that name?
Because she's my best friend.
Gotcha. Well, that'll make things a little bit easier. She can't know that we've talked.
And why is that?
Because she will do everything in her power to try to find me. And I need her
And
to
why?
wait.
Why shouldn't she find you?
Because someone is hunting me and I can't have her get in trouble because of it.
Who? Who is hunting you? Who
I
has...
don't know. Someone,
You said you've been framed.
yeah, someone with enough power to turn me into a martyr. Honestly, it could be her grandfather. I don't know. He's never really liked me, so...
Okay.
Listen, these
Listen.
guards are starting to get closer.
Yes, okay. Listen, I'm going to open up a department of the research facility to start treating those in the gutterway. Perhaps through their treatment, we can get closer to the answer to curing astral drift. You know the gutterway. I'll send a message once it's open if you can start spreading the word. Fully subsidized, the Montgomerys will pay for it all.
I will see what I can do, and I will see who all I can help. Just be careful. There is somebody who is trying to keep this buried.
There's been people trying to kill me for my whole life, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, well, don't let them succeed. And then you see the rustling and as you see the wings flapping, and you see him like climbing and climbing and climbing, impossibly high until he's in the clouds, and you lose sight of him. There's a moment. You're standing out on that balcony. The wind kind of pushing against the house. It's not a cold night per se, but definitely a night where the winds are changing. You can feel Nyxborough on edge almost. As you kind of take another moment, you then feel something in your shadow lane going off.
I will pull it out.
You pull it out. You pull out that little box with the sending stones in it. As a sending stone that you thought had been severed from the weave itself opens, as a voice reaches out that you have not heard in over 5 years. Adelaide, are you okay? And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
What?
I'll see you all in 2 weeks, baby!